everyone. I am now in the village of Oia, which is probably one of the most famous villages here in Greece, on a Greek island, especially in Santorini. It's where everyone comes to watch the sunset and to sort of get lost in the alleyways. So I'm here this morning to do that before it gets too hot. And it's a very windy day. It was very windy last night as well. I'm also trying to escape the wind. Look at this beautiful alleyway. I'm going to tell you that this is not what Oia would look like in the height of a normal tourist season. I've actually been here before in September, and it has been wall-to-wall foot traffic. Like literally you're standing behind someone waiting to move. So I'm really grateful to be here in May. A, before it gets crowded and the summer comes, but also in a year that's a little bit different because it's very quiet. So not only are there no people here hardly, not everything is open. So that's interesting. Like, see, this whole area is closed off and a lot of the stores aren't open yet. A few places down there. I have to say that this is the time to come before it gets busy again. Once you're out of the wind, it's a really nice day. So we're here in Oia, as I said, and if you walk to the end, you will come to Oia Castle, and as you can see, it's kind of a ruin. And that's where most people sit and watch the sunset. However, if you're here when it's busy and crowded, I highly recommend going down these stairs and going about halfway down, because there won't be anyone there and you'll have an unobstructed view of the sunset, which happens right over there. And if you're going to come to watch the sunset during the high season, you need to come at least an hour before sunset to secure a good spot. Not if you're going to go down the stairs, but just keep that in mind. If you keep walking down the stairs, you will run into a Moody Bay, which is right there. And there are several really amazing restaurants down there with spectacular views of the sea. Now I'm going to go drive. I have not driven since December, since I went home to my parents. So this will be a fun experience. I'm gonna go down to the south end of the island. I've been told of a really great picture spot. So before I tell you what it is, I want to make sure that it is actually great. Come up to the lighthouse. I think is the southernmost end of Santorini Island, and the view from here is stunning. Didn't even know this existed when I came here before, so it's pretty cool that I found it this time. Look at that. Look at that. You can see from Oia all the way around. So the lighthouse isn't something that you can go into, unfortunately. It is, to my knowledge, still a working lighthouse, and it's run by the Hellenic Navy, but it's a great spot to come and get a really good view of all of Santorini and to get some amazing pictures. Up there on the side of that hill is ancient Thera. You do have to go up quite a steep and narrow switchback system to get up there, and I have elected not to do it because I have a horrible fear of heights. But it is definitely worth visiting if you're not afraid of heights. It is a little bit hard to find. The signs coming here are a little bit deceiving, and you have to come up this like really narrow road to get up there. But the nice thing is after you go there, you can go down to Kamari Beach, which is where I'm gonna go now. This is Kamari Beach. It's nice and wide, but I imagine that black sand is really hot, so if you come down here, wear your shoes onto the beach. But there's a nice breeze, and the water looks nice and deep to swim in if that's what you want to do, and there's plenty of sun loungers, and obviously when it's busier there'll be restaurants full of stuff. It's a little quiet still, but it's nice. Alright guys, I am now down in Akrotiri, which is the ancient site of the town that was here before the volcano. It's a lot like Pompeii in the sense that it was buried and they found it much later. However, they don't think that, they know that actually that there weren't any people. They think they got away because they never found any bodies here, unlike in Pompeii. So it's really nice. It's covered. So even in the summer when it's super hot, it's a good place to come. As you can see, it's quite large. Not all of it, I don't think, has been excavated, but I think they may be leaving it as it is for now. It looks pretty much the same as it was when I came 5 years ago. But I think as a person who's like a former archivist and person who worked in museums, the roof protecting it is like the most amazing thing to me, and I love it. So if you walk down from the ancient site of Akrotiri down the road that is kind of veers to your left, you will come down here. There's a little hotel, and you can get to Akrotiri Beach. It's very rocky. I don't really recommend it for swimming, but if you want to see the sea, it's a good spot for that. And then to the right, there's some restaurants. One of them is the Cave of Nicholas, which I have been told is really good. However, I just ate breakfast, so I'm probably not going to go and eat there. I'm going to show you the other road. The other road is one of two ways that you can get to Red Beach. This way is for the hiker or the photographer, because you have to hike up a hill and then down a hill on the red volcanic rocks, so you need to wear sneakers or some sort of closed-toed shoe because those rocks are quite sharp. But if you want to just hike up the hill and take pictures, you could probably do that in flip-flops. It's the going down part that's hard. I've done it before. I'm not going to do it today because I am only in flip-flops and I'm still not ready to swim in this water yet, but I will show you a picture I took 5 years ago when I was here before. So this is the road that kind of veers to the right and goes up, that you can go walk to Red Beach the long way. I was kindly given this rent-a-car from Pyrgos Rent-a-Car to get around Santorini, which I highly recommend because you need a car in Santorini to do all of the things in a short period of time, and they made it super easy. They can even pick you up and drop you off from the airport. I'm now in an Emporio, which is another village here in Santorini that has a Venetian castle in it. So I'm kind of working my way up there. It's a really great place to come because it's very traditional, and it seems like lots of people still live here, unlike some of the towns here. Look how cute those little houses are. And then up there is the castle. Just saw a bunch of kids walking around. So it's definitely unlike a lot of the villages on the islands where it's kind of been taken over by tourism. Emporio is definitely not. Just a lot like Pyrgos. I guess if you wanted to go up that way, you might be able to. Oh, no, it's just a staircase to the top of someone's house. Look at these rocks. They're huge. Okay, I think I found a way up. There's probably a more efficient way to come from the center of Emporio, but it seemed like a longer walk than this, and I could park closer to the staircase. So I decided to do the stairs instead of the steep hill. Oh, for me, stairs are easier. Oh yeah, this is definitely the way. This is cool. Oh, look at the cute door. Yeah. Okay, I can hear Greek village life happening somewhere over there. There are people having a lunch or a party or something, and I'm slightly jealous. I finally found a sign that said castle this way, so I'm on the right path. Yay. When you're looking for these ancient castles in the island, usually there's some kind of marker somewhere that says Castle, Castelli, Castro. They will take you to the right spot. They're a little hard to see sometimes though. So as you come through that tunnel, there's this amazing church with a tower. It almost looks like a pagoda, but it's not, obviously. It's very cool. The courtyard is all mosaicked. Tiles, not tiles, but stones. If you are into photography, I definitely recommend coming to Emporio. It's very cute, and there's lots of little picturesque things to see. However, I recommend coming early in the morning because it is very hot. So I'm finally out for a night in Santorini. I'm at the very famous Metaxi Mas. It's in a village called Exogeno, which is right behind Pyrgos, and I want to show you the beautiful restaurant setting. So they have two terraces. This one overlooks like the valley below, and then this lovely covered area up here. And maybe one day we'll be able to eat inside again. But it's a beautiful location, beautiful views, and the food is supposed to be stunning. So I can't wait to eat. I am now in the village of Fira, which is sort of in the middle of the island, and it is a good place to come and see the caldera. Also a good place to come and see the sunset. I'm gonna walk around and explore a little bit. I've only come here before and like hung out on the main street. I never walked up into the caldera area, so we'll see it together for the first time. car. As you can see, it's still very quiet. So something very popular to do here in Fira is to go on the hike from Fira to Oia. So you can walk from here all the way to over down there below that umbrella. Depending on how fast you walk and how many times you stop to take pictures, it takes about 4 to 6 hours. Some of it is on paved roads like this, some of it's on the dirt, some of it's on the road. I do suggest that you start very early because it is already very hot and it's about 1:30 in the afternoon and it's been hot since about 11 o'clock. So compared to Oia from a couple of days ago, this place is a little bit more open than Oia was. Oh, if you want to take the cable car down to the port, you just follow the blue signs here. And that's it for this trip to Santorini. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.